TurHamKen. Joey Star here for Star Quality Kitchen. I can't believe it, but there's more pre-Thanksgiving stuff out there for you to try from our major fast food places. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. Well, here it is. Evidently, Subway has what they're calling their festive flavors. And these are flavors that we kind of associate with the impending holidays. So there's 3 particular sandwiches that Subway has put out as part of its festive flavors lineup. And I picked up a 6-inch of each of these to try out so that you know what it's all about. And those 3 sandwiches are as follows: the TurHamKen, the Festive Turkey, and the Festive Chicken. Subway has gone as far as boldly stating on their website, and Lord knows wherever else, that this is the world's first TurHamKen sandwich. I don't know if it's true or it's not, but what I don't care for when it comes to that is that if you go up to somebody and says, "Oh, I have a TurHamKen," it makes it sound like that it's a chicken inside of a ham inside of a turkey, when in actuality what Subway has done is just put turkey, ham, and chicken into the same sandwich. I mean, you can just do that in your home if you have the correct cold cuts, right? But it's okay. Now, I just picked these 3 up. I'm way back from shopping for the weekend, and I got to tell you, the aroma coming off the 3 of these was tantamount to being maddening. It just smells so good. Doesn't help that I'm hungry too. Let's not waste any more time. Let's dig into this. So we'll start with the Festive Chicken. Let's get a little close up here. I mean, it's kind of a pretty sandwich. It's definitely different coming from Subway. And when I look in here, I mean, obviously Festive Chicken has chicken in there, and there's some mayonnaise, and there's some kind of cheese, and we have some sliced onion, which I could have told you the last few minutes driving. There's some spinach in there, and there is cranberry sauce. Definitely a unique and somewhat attractive sandwich. I'm salivating. Let's get into that taste test. I'm gonna hold up, this appears to be on a multi-grain bread, and I'm gonna go ahead and take that first bite. That's actually pretty good. Wow. But into that soft roll. I mean, you've been to Subway before. This is the same kind of roll like you get at that time. It's nothing different than what you get any other time of the year. It's decent. It's soft, fresh, probably baked this morning. You bite into there. I got a nice bit of crunch coming from those fresh onions, but it's delightful. It's a delightful crunch. Chicken, it's tender. Appears to be breast meat. If you've had your chicken sandwiches at Subway, then you know that type of chicken, right? Spinach is very fresh, crispy, which is always good. One thing I gotta always give Subway, they pride themselves in having fresh ingredients. And if you're gonna have any kind of vegetables in your sandwich, the fresher they are, the better. So nice, fresh spinach adds a bit to the crunch and gives a bit of an earthiness to the flavor, the overall flavor in this sandwich. Mayonnaise is smooth. You know, does what it's supposed to do, help keep things moist, particularly in the breaded area. If you've watched my Arby's Gobbler sandwich review, you may recall that I say that I'm really not a fan, per se, of cranberry sauce. However, much like in that review, the cranberry sauce in here, it's actually pretty delightful. The fact that this is more of a cranberry glaze and it's subtly sweet, therefore rounding off the savory and earthy aspects of this flavor, plus the crispiness that's coming from the vegetables that are in here, it's actually a pretty nice compliment. So while I typically wouldn't expect to have chicken at a Thanksgiving dinner, it still has a very Thanksgiving-like taste and has very much to do with the cranberry sauce and also with the dressing that's in here. There's actually dressing in here. Let me see if I can show you some. Actually, here's a piece right here. The dressing in this compared to the other video that I referenced is that it's a bit closer to what is, there, you want to get a close up? See, it's more like a traditional dressing that you would get at a Thanksgiving dinner, whereas at Arby's, it was more like a mashed up thing. Pretty tasty. Is there a little hint of dryness like you would get with typical like stovetop stuffing? Sure, but it's not overly so. And the liquids that you're getting between the mayonnaise and the cranberry sauce evens that out nicely. So it doesn't feel like I'm biting into a dry sandwich. In fact, let me get another bite here. That bite was a little bit awkward because I got an entire spinach leaf pulled into my mouth at the same time. But you know what? It's all good. That's good enough that it makes me look forward to the other two. But first, I'll cleanse the palate with a little bit of tea. Cheers. Next is the Festive Turkey. Looking in here, it seems like everything that's in this sandwich is the same as what's in that sandwich, except that instead of chicken, it's turkey. I mean, that's pretty obvious, right? And this is obviously they're cold cut turkeys, not like chunks of turkey. So it is what it is. We've all had turkey at Subway before. It's the same turkey. So if you like that turkey, you're probably gonna like this turkey. I'm gonna go ahead and take a bite of this bad boy. So that was a really tasty bite. I feel like it was a better bite than the two I took of the Festive Chicken, but I can't say that the turkey is the reason why. Something about that bite, it's like I'd gotten a little bit more cranberry sauce, but it was kind of blended a bit with the mayonnaise, which sounds like that shouldn't work, but it actually works pretty well. And also, I gotta say about this cranberry glaze, it tastes real. I mean, it tastes like real cranberries. It's not like this cranberry blend or something that you might get from like a jar or something. Whatever it is, it's good. Let me take another bite. So the balance here between these two sandwiches is, while the cranberry does seem to be a bit more dominant and tastier on this sandwich, the bread is not as good. A little bit tougher than the previous one. Still pretty good though. The outer crust part of the bread gives off a little bit more of a dryness than the other one did. So thank goodness they were really liberal with the amount of cranberry sauce that was on here to help balance out that dryness with that. Take one more bite. So oddly enough, while turkey is pretty much the flagship protein meat for Thanksgiving, I kind of feel like the chicken works better with this flavor profile, including the way that it melds with the stuffing and the cranberry sauce. Just calling it how I see it. And finally, we have the TurHamKen. Yes! Turkey, ham, chicken, all in the same Thanksgiving style flavor profile sandwich. Go ahead and get another close up on here. I mean, this is a very packed sandwich. I mean, you got everything going on in here. There might even be a chunk of kitchen sink in there somewhere, I'm thinking. The aroma on this is like the others, of course. And I'm gonna go ahead and get into that first bite. That is good. Much like with the Festive Turkey, the roll is just a hint tougher than the one used for my Festive Chicken. However, it has a nicer chew to it than the Festive Turkey roll did. So there's that. Ham really does seem to be a nice bridging point between the turkey and the chicken. While I have no doubt that the turkey and the chicken combined in its own sandwich without the ham would fare pretty well, having the ham seems to just be the cement, keep those flavors together, and it works pretty well. The ham's got a bit of a smokiness to it and a hint of a sweetness to it, very much overshadowed by the sweetness in the cranberry sauce, which this one also has a generous amount of the cranberry sauce on there. I don't know if they got stock in it or something. I mean, they're putting a lot of cranberry sauce on there. Thank goodness that sauce tastes good, otherwise it would ruin this sandwich. Mayonnaise is very subtle. And speaking of subtle, I realized something I didn't mention about the previous two sandwiches, because of how subtle it was that I forgot it was there, is the cheese. I mean, all three of these have this layer of cheese. You know, let me just take a little bit by itself. All right, just the cheese. It's a Monterey. It's creamy, really, really subtle. Got a hint of a smoke flavor to it, which that's pretty good. I mean, I like that. But I guess because the other flavors in here are so well pronounced, you really don't get a chance to taste it with the cheese. In fact, I'd be willing to bet in a side-by-side comparison, if I were to take a bite of this and a bite of the same sandwich, sans cheese, there's gonna be little to no difference. Maybe just a hint less smokiness. but that's not a bad thing. I mean, it is a nice sandwich. I'm gonna take another bite here. As I mentioned before, the freshness of all the ingredients really lends itself to being a smooth and somewhat clean mixture of those flavors. I'm actually pretty pleasantly surprised by the apparent balance between the sweet and the savory of this sandwich, because it could easily have leaned one direction or another. So that's my review. Subway's 3 festive flavored sandwiches. You got your festive chicken, your festive turkey, and your TurHamKen. That name just cracks me up every time. Out for a limited time, I would assume. My opinion is that if you like Subway, if you think you're pretty good and you're interested in getting those festive flavors in between your holidays, I think it's worth trying out. Really wasn't any more costly than buying something else from Subway. I highly recommend the TurHamKen because it's the best combination of all these flavors, well done, fresh ingredients, and it's pretty tasty. It's definitely gonna hold me over the next few days so I get to the real thing. So how about you? Have you tried any of the festive flavors from Subway? What did you think? Which is your favorite? And if there's another chain out there offering some kind of holiday-related limited time item and you want me to try it out, let me know in the comments below, and any other recommendation you might have for me to review, whether it's holiday themed or not, because this is also your channel. I know this video is not going to be posted until after Thanksgiving, but I really hope that you all had a great Thanksgiving if you celebrate. And if so, drop me a comment. Let me know some of your best Thanksgiving flavors that you enjoy having, or if there's something particular that you had this time that really stood out. I want to know about it because obviously I love food. Thanks so much for watching Star Quality Kitchen. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and stalk. Laters. Kudos, Subway. But you want to really impress me? Keep this on your permanent menu.